Huawei, Monet, 888, with the dollar sign, you already know. I'm just coming here to update y'all, all the lost, lonely fiends who mad at me, in the spirit and in real life. To update you on the story of Shannon Biles. I told you I'm not going to stop bidding on her and bust down fiends like her who left their children off at the DHS shelter like trash. Remember when I told you on my last video, and I was just surmising that everything that Shannon said about Shannon Biles, if you don't remember, because nobody know her. All I gotta do is say last name Biles and something like, kind of sort of like somebody that used to call themselves her mama. Yeah, that beat them, bust down bitch. Remember that article in TMZ? Well, this article from TMZ was cleaned up. That's right, it was cleaned up because the real story was hidden. The Daily Mail UK got the real story on everything that Shannon Biles said to Simone in that plea that I was telling y'all about. I told y'all, it seemed like, why would they give her money for just this little bit of information? It was more. It was more, and it was embarrassing. All of this while the Olympics was going on. That's embarrassing. Make the story go away, TMZ. TMZ said, hell no, this the story of the sunshine. Oh, we love shaming black women who have made something of themselves, says white America. We love stories of black women who fall on their ass when they try to be somebody. From their bygone, wayward backstories, you know. We don't really like when they rise above. We're just like the niggas that sign their name with an X in the hood who live in the projects who are jealous because they're who you are, who they want to be. They mask it with hate. Oh, she ugly. I wish I had her house though. You always gotta listen to what they say after they bid. Especially if they fucked up looking. I said especially if they uglier than you. You always gotta listen to what they say after they bid. You ugly. I wish I had your body. I remember when my titties used to sit up like that. And now I got a problem. I had a bra on, she would still say, I wish my titties set up like that. You got a man? Do he take you places? Child. These are the undercover fiends in your neighborhood, in your corporate centers, in your healthcare. They bid on you in finance. They bid on you and they funny looking. You better get some snapbacks and fuck all of that flying high when they fly low. You ain't Michelle Obama, and if they looking for absolution, tell them to give their life to the Lord, because your name ain't Jesus. Don't be expecting me to do nothing that you wouldn't do. Y'all love talking about people that you hate, because your life is a shambles. A shambles it is. You mad that I found out you was talking about me. Bust down baby mamas like Shannon Biles with that same deplorable personality in your corporate centers. Like I said, I ran across so many Shannon Biles in corporate. Girl, I'ma get my kids back. I was on drugs. I'm He head through the welfare to work program. I gotta put in so many hours and document it with my PO so I can get my kids back. I gotta do parenting classes so I can get my kids back. You never follow through with these bitches because you don't care. Any bitch that come up to you and tell you so I can get my kids back, you instantly, if you a real woman, 1% about your life and business and standing on business about who you want to be in life and who you don't want to influence, who you do want to be influenced by, you know these people's lives that are talking to you are not, you're not interested. It's there for entertainment purposes only. They really think that they stop something in your life by talking about you, and they just don't know they were your entertainment because you wrote a script about them. You wrote a script about them. You wrote a script about them, yeah. And entities like them, the jealous ones. The jealous ones. The jealous ones, Shannon Biles, actually continues on with this story by saying, and I'm going to read the article. This is the Daily Mail. While Shannon Biles, Shannon, I apologize, Simone. It's just that both of the names started with us because ain't no way in this world I was about to say, while Shannon Biles flaunts a Birkin, because this bitch ain't got a Payless bag. Didn't Payless go out of business last year, 5 years ago? She's still walking around with a Payless bag. She's online looking at Simone Biles flaunt her Birkin bag, though. Her Range Rover ain't a Texas mansion. Nope. This bitch rolling in the deep. But the 25 million Olympic gymnast has given no handouts to her penniless, beat down, crackhead mama who works as a cashier to make ends meet. Now, did TMZ tell us all of this? Now, you know it's about to get juicy. Because what did I tell you about your womb carriers? They ain't never going to be shit. After you blow up, leave them in the dust to talk about you for filth, and you are somebody, what do they end up being at the end of their life cycles? Cashiers at the Piggly Wiggly. I love doing this to y'all. Now I see why you did it to me. The shit is hilarious when it's you. The shit is hilarious because when I bid on you, I'm right. When you bid on me, it's all jealousy. Fuck my face. What my bank account saying? What the bank account saying? Them teeth gonna get straight, baby. I got another tightening coming up. Oh, I wonder what they're gonna say then. Oh, mama, you need a nose job. Oh, fuck you, I'ma say. I got that nose job money in my motherfucking bank account. Because, see, I would never be penniless and come up to somebody who didn't like me and beg them for money. Somebody that I left behind in the dust 53 years ago, you think I'm going to come up to them and say, ooh, ooh, ooh. I could never count on these people when I needed them before in my life. So why now would why would I go up to someone who don't like me and left me behind and talks about me for filth and ask them for money? Every time, though, God says the karma that these people incur on themselves is their own making. God will let them become your footstool. The same person who did you dirty will come back to you and beg you for help. because they're in a homeless shelter or they're sleeping on a park bench or they about to get kicked out or wherever they at. Wherever they go, everybody's sick of them. Even the streets tell them, go back to rehab because we sick of your dumb ass bringing socks full of change for your dope. Yo, I cannot believe this shit. I'm gonna try to put this on auto rotate and see if this fucking article act right. If the bitch act right, so I can get into this bobo ass shit right here. Let me sit back because this shit got me on 10. And what's this? This is a scarf where I just wrap. For all you lock wearers out there, I tell you every time I upload, I'm going to give a PSA on me, on life, on blackness, black women. This ain't for nobody else. These little side notes, these PSAs ain't for nobody else but black women who about their consciousness, about their life, maintaining, being successful, starting businesses, telling people you starting businesses and actually doing it, walking the walk. This is a scarf for you natural hair, long hair sisters. Damn all those rollers to achieve that look. I found a nifty DIY for myself when I was waiting for my Temu that was stuck in the Baltimore Harbor, you know. Did they ever get that ship out of the Baltimore Harbor? I think I'm going to do a video on that. Because there's some type of conspiracy theory saying that the captain purposely drove that ship into the bridge. And that he was told to do it. By who? And then they dropped the sword. Anyway. My Temu was in there. For weeks I was waiting for that shit. It's a scarf that's wrapped around the headband, I think. I seen how to do it on right here on this site. But I couldn't get my shit. So I just got a scarf, put little knots in it. A long scarf, put knots in it. Like a rope, like you climbing out of Sing Sing. The niggas that sign their name with an X letter and shit. Yeah, like you climbing out the window, like you break it, yeah, like you jailbreak. And then you take the hair, part it the way you gonna wear it, and you just roll it all the way around. That's all that thing was. It was $5. I had a scarf. And my curls was gonna be flipped like that Fair Fawcett would. I could have took it and did a double roll all the way around. And then that way it really sit up. I don't got time for all that. Anyway, back to Simone and her deadbeat my boy. This bitch get on my nerves. Don't she get on your nerves? Don't you hate bitches like her? You don't even want to call her a woman. Because what she'll do is she'll go ahead and that one child out of 25 that she treat right and cry to the world, I'm a good mama, see? My one child. The only one that liked me said that I'm a good mother. This article says that Shannon Biles has been living in poverty in Ohio since she met her karma by dumping her daughter in the trash. She been penniless since then. That's what you get, bitch. You think God gonna bless you? God says, suffer not the little children. He also says, do not push your child to hate your dumb ass. Oh, you want to get technical? Do not push your children to wrath. See, all you bust down, wobbly goings, left behinds, never seen in life parents always want to talk about give you respect. You don't deserve none. No, you don't. God brought me here, not your. You know what I want to say about your womb. You should have never opened it. It should have been closed. Shannon. You should have never. The first time you dropped off 2 newborns, they should have petitioned the courts to tie your tubes. You are worthless. Meanwhile, while her puppy mom, I ain't giving you the title of mother. While that puppy, the dog that had those cute little puppies, named Simone, at the pound. Oh, Simone is enjoying her hard-earned wealth while you struggle in the halfway house. See what I told y'all? She lied about having a home. Remember I told y'all read it? I'm throwing an Olympic party for my daughter. Where? Meanwhile, Shannon Bowles begs for forgiveness for abandoning Simone. Ooh. Please don't say this too loud, Daily Mail. This is the reason why Shannon can't stay away. Simone Biles, the accomplished gymnast, is reportedly sitting on $25 million. Shannon, you know what God told me? Is because I'm in my season of snapback. He said it's mandatory and necessary because this is the karma. You know what? I gotta say it. God told me to tell all of those that got their mouth against me that I'm your karma. And I was all those many years ago. I'm your karma. God said he hid me in plain sight so you could treat me like shit. So I could flip the script on you 50 years later and come back looking like I still did 50 years ago. Like you look the way you look. Shannon. And bitches like her. Why you look the way you look. God preserved me through all of my hardships. You was talking about that wrinkle. Bitch, I'm 53. I'm so ecstatic that I lived to shit on you. Let's continue. Oh, her birth mother still lives close to the poverty line. Why are they trying? Why? We already know the bitch destitute. Why they keep saying it though? I'm telling you, Shannon, the article, I haven't even gotten to the second paragraph, and they done mentioned that you a beat down, bust down, why be going nobody, she beast, crackhead. At least 11 times. I can't even get through the article. Alright, what did you say? We already heard you want forgiveness that you don't deserve. Let's see. Oh, this is what I came here to say. This is hilarious. The mom and daughter remain estranged and have little to no contact. Simone has consistently refused to reconcile with the YB-gone bitch who claims she thinks she her mama in her drug cracked out state, who abandoned her in the childhood years and decades ago. Not years, decades. Damn, Simone, they act like Simone at my age. Damn, 27. Okay, that is a couple years ago. Anyway, 10 is a decade. I cannot believe the gall of this. Nor does it seem like the Olympic star has offered her mother any financial assistance. But wait, there's more. Quote, I gotta read this in Dust Bunny trash bag voice for women. The Shebees voice. The Tasha Nika voice. The J.K. voice. Of course, I would accept her help. Shannon told Daily Mail. She hasn't offered it so far. But I'm here. I guess I'm okay. If that ain't a half-ass, please help me. Please help me, Simone. I didn't ask about money. The Daily Mail did. No, bitch. You know you... Yo. I can't... This is the part that TMZ left out. That she asked for money at the end of all of that. Get my daughter call me, TMZ. Can you ask her if I can have some money? I'm fucked up. I'm in a homeless shelter. Let me keep it a bit. I'm in a homeless shelter. Says Shannon. I'm in a homeless shelter. They're making it mandatory that I go to the rehab to stay here. And while I'm here, I have to work on my GED. I'm trying to get my room because I'm aging out. I'm maxing out of the shelter in 30 days. Shannon gonna be back on the street. And you know what TMZ does? TMZ is the devil, and y'all already know this. You sell your soul to TMZ for a story, they got you. And you're not in a structured facility, meaning abode, home, room. You can't even stay within the shelter walls between certain hours, so you gotta be out on the street. Bill Cosby, Michael Jordan. That's all I'm gonna say. Bill Cosby, Michael Jordan. You know what happened to the two of them. And I'm not talking about the scandal. You can piece it together if you old enough, you remember. Talking too much. You talking too much, Shannon. You're talking too much. And God told me when I was in this season, I ain't finished. In this season, I had the power to make things happen just by manifesting it. I had the power of good and evil, just like anybody else. So they say you have to be careful with the things that you say against people. But God told me this is my season. I'm people's karma. And just like I was watching Karamo, where this mother tells her daughter, all because she wanted to get a new wig, y'all. All because she wanted to get a new wig. And come on the show, the Karamo show. And stunt on her daughter who she never saw before. Never saw her before. Heard about her. Had a family member raise her. Never saw her. The daughter, I guess, was writing a book. Sound familiar? And the mother heard about it. Yeah, I guess in her town, maybe she's big on social media. The little girl. She little to me. She's 19. I'm 53. So the little girl got a daughter of her own. She had a baby last year. And she said she wanted her daughter to meet her grandmother. She thought she had changed. So she reached out to Karamo. And Karamo set it up to hit a mother and daughter reunion. Now the daughter is on stage telling her why be going story of being left behind. I don't think it was DHS, but she was left in the hands of another abusive family member who had abused the mother. I think it was the grandmother. But when the grandmother got her, the granddaughter, she treated her right. So you know the mom was mad about that, right? You see, they're never going to tell you this is what keeps them out there on drugs and in their own bitterness. They want to tell you bitter. But, you know, the reason why she can't get clean is because, or she can't come to grips in her. Because, you know, there are some individuals who get clean and become dry drunks. They're so angry and bitter that they got to stay clean. They really want to drink their life away, and they angry at the world. They've been dreaming about drinking and doing drugs. Every time they close their eyes, that's all they dream about. That's why Nancy Reagan told your dumb ass not to do drugs. Jesus Christ. And I mean that, invoking on Father God. Jesus Christ. How in the fuck can you tell me that you thought it wasn't going to happen to you when you saw all these fiends walking around you and you going to say, it ain't going to be me. I ain't going to do that much shit. They must do 2 bundles a day. Shit, I just do 1 rock. Ooh. It ain't going to be me. How the fuck did you not think it was going to be you? You the dumbest motherfuckers. I don't have no sympathy for you. I told you who I am. I told you I'm a child of DHS. Told you I ain't got no fucking respect for you. Told you I'm speaking for those kids that were deceased in the system. Yeah, some of your kids don't make it. You don't give a fuck. You just hope they... That was your whole goal. Some of you, I'm going to put them in the system or somebody off them. Thank you, Jesus, for giving me a new life. I done sacrificed a child. That's what you did. You sacrificed a child. And y'all all online talking about conspiracy theories with Hollywood? Hollywood? Where the fuck you think some of these trash ass niggas learned it? Oh, you think they went to Hollywood and learned how to do things like that? Come on. What world do you live in? Y'all motherfuckers live in a bubble. That's what it is. You think you live in the bubble of your own making and that only you can talk about people. Only you can put out small volume. Ain't nobody talk about you. And your degeneracy. This bitch comes out to mama after hearing the daughter that she never seen, who real pretty, by the way, which is one of the reasons why, just like Shannon, she wanted to bask in the accolades, you see. See when she got her little son? I'm so pretty, so pretty, so look at me, look at me, look at me. Karama said, you were so beautiful, I don't even know why you even care. She was like, well, I just want her to know she got a grandchild. Maybe she can come to her senses. Yeah. She's standing behind the curtain. All of it. I knew from the face that she was making that she was going to come out there and stun on her. Karamo got her a new wig. You could tell the wig was brand new, straight out the pack, not even shampooed or even dusted with powder to take away that plastic look. She just came on Karamo to get on an airplane for the first time in her life. She ain't never been nowhere. She came there with doogie braids in her hair and got a brand new wig. Ooh, she want to stunt on a pretty daughter that the whole audience is clapping for. Her daughter pretty. She turned out pretty. Everybody like my daughter. Now this particular daughter been trashing her mom all her life. She been running around telling everybody about me. And she pretty. I hate her. I'm going to come on the show so I can get some, it's spiritual. If I can get some of these accolades of, oh, she's so beautiful, and she my daughter. If I can get her to hug me on camera, I could take her essence. See, Shanon told me I live for 3 more months if I go on national TV and ask my daughter to give me a hug and tell me that she loved me. That was her goal. But she didn't realize that her daughter was on some, hey, she owed me an apology for why I was left in the hands of XYZ. And do you understand that all these things happened to me? This is what she's saying to Karama while she's sitting in the back listening. Now, while she's listening to all the horrible things that happen to the daughter that she hates, she's like this. Not even if she don't care. Every time the daughter says somebody touched her, all of this. Bitch, why did you come on the Karamo show? Like I told you, she was a bust down ugly bitch too. Without that wig. Take your wig off, ugly. Take your wig off. You already see what my hair looks like. Grew it from the fucking ground up, I did. From the muscle. Started my hair was this short and was rocking it around you just so you could talk shit about me. Until this day. Until this day. You still wearing the same wig that I left you in 2003, though. Moving forward. Ooh, the mama came out there. You didn't see what she had on. You just see a blazer. She came out there in some bust-down jeans or tank, and it looked like somebody had gave her somebody else's blazer from the green room, just so she could look put together on a walker. Now, prior to coming out there, when she was standing, it looked like all of this, she didn't look like she was leaning on a walker for assistance. A prop she used for sympathy from the audience. I'm old. Hi. Karamo, her daughter's right here. Not even looking at her. Karamo, I want to let you know that I got my own business. I went to the moon. I started a new program on Mars. I'm feeding little kids in Africa. Karamo was like this. The little girl was like this to the audience. See? She played herself. Everything her daughter said about why she threw her in the trash can was true because she's selfish. But guess what the mom did? I told you, these demonic entities, these mentally unstable, I'm sorry, dogs. They were dogs that had you. 2 dogs that got together and had you. It is what it is. These mentally unstable dogs will tell everybody that you're selfish because you didn't run into their arms and hug them and tell them you love them and respect them for being their missing parent. She said, I thought that, Karamo said, why did you come out here? Because you came out here with the whole wrong spirit. Ma'am, miss and mama. We don't care what you amass now. Do you not see your daughter over here crying because you haven't even acknowledged her? You ain't seen her, you said, your whole life. And she's beautiful. And the audience bursting in the clapping. And it's, of course, the narcissist in her got riled up. The demon. Everybody's clapping for my daughter. Everybody thinks my daughter's pretty. Everybody believes my daughter. And then she got violently aggressive. Not with the hands, with the mouth. All of that. And showed the audience why she lost custody 27 years ago. Karamo didn't stop her this time, and I'm glad he didn't. He wanted the audience to see why she was an unfit bitch. And she sat there and told the daughter that she never seen from the side like this, because she was so shamed to look at her and face her pain. Face the daughter's pain. You know, she told her, this is her on the side. She turned aside. Turned. She don't want to look at the mistake that she made. Karamo, you need to tell her that I'm successful. You need to tell her that I have everything I need. You need to tell her that I'm married. I'm married now. You need to tell her that I don't give out sorries, because if I say I'm sorry, that could lead me to relapse. If I say I'm sorry, says the G7 Fetty Wap Zombie Land Queen, that could make me relapse. And I ain't gonna say I'm sorry. She need to say she's sorry to me for talking to me like that on national television. I am her mother. I was missing all her life, but I still deserve respect. And then she finally looks at her. I'm not telling her I'm sorry. I ain't sorry for nothing. I ain't sorry for my past. You know what the daughter said? She stopped crying with that one. What? You not sorry for being a crackhead? The whole audience was like waiting for... No. She says, look, and then she realized her mistake. She realized her mistake. All the real mamas in the audience, if you could see how they panned out to the audience and all the looks on the women's faces who are real women, who love their kids and will never leave them. Even if they was sucking dick in the alley, they tell their kids to go hide behind the trash can. I'm right here. Your mama never leave you. I gotta do what I gotta do. But you seeing what I'm doing. I never leave you. What I'm doing right here, after I do what I'm doing, we gonna go to Mickey D's and I'm gonna get you the biggest whopper you ever wanted. See? That's why I did it. See? I don't want you to ever think years later down the line, when you're recounting this story to your friends, how you had to stand in the alley and watch your mother suck a dick. I want you to finish that story and tell them what I did with that money. I got us a room and I made you a bath. I got us an apartment and I gave you a bed. I did what I had to do, says women like Cardi B, who never fucking... You know what I hate about y'all bitches? You will talk down on a stripper who got all her kids. Fat bitch take care of her kids. But you'll talk about her like a piece of shit. The Cardi B chick who love her kids, a sexy red, I bid on her too. She love her son. Do anything for him. And that's the type of son that grew up to understand my mom did whatever she had to do. And I witnessed that. I forgive her. That's the son that will turn to his mom 20 years later and say, I forgive you, Mom, even though you taught me degeneracy, because you don't know, him watching you do that might have made him misogynistic later on in life. Him watching you do that might have made him turn into a pimp. You don't know the effects of what you do to your kids and how they going to grow into it. If you don't get them no psychological help, how you going to fucking rag on your child acting out mentally and emotionally if you don't get them no help? You ain't shit, you dirty bitch. Because you ain't no better. You ain't getting no psychological help for all that postpartum. You kept having kids and losing them. Everyone, you never wanted them. You just like the high. That's another high, you see. Like Octomom, I keep telling y'all, having kids releases endorphins that's like crack. It make you feel like you high and happy all the time. That's why them woe be gotten bitches at your job that you can't stand before she pregnant. The moment she get pregnant, it releases the endorphins in that fucking atmosphere. Everybody like the bitch that they can't stand when she pregnant. As soon as she dropped that load, it's just like everybody around her. Now we got postpartum depression. Bitch, we realize we never liked you. We don't like you, throw that baby in the trash. That's how you feel. We don't like you. We don't like you. We don't like you. We didn't know it was going to be like this. I didn't know it was going to be like this. I'm going to get into character as a fiend for you. 1%. Young woman, older woman who still don't understand life and how it works. I'm an actress. I have always been one. I write scripts. I keep telling y'all, I'm not the person who the fuck you think I am. There are people who know me in other atmospheres, in other stratospheres, for creativity. And I don't give a fuck if you don't know nothing about it, but my 1% do. This is for you. I'll drink some more. This your mama. I know, I've been gone for a couple of years. How you been? Did you eat? Good. What you been up to? She ain't listening. You got some money? No, I didn't call you just to ask you for money. I called to see if you was all right. Yesterday was your birthday. That's right. I forgot. Why I slipped my mind? Mommy just been sick. I've been sick. No, I've been sick, right? I'm sorry. Do you love me? Yeah, you a kid. Yeah, Mommy, I love you. Good. That's what she want. That spurs her on to do more drugs. My kids love me. My kids are right. Yeah, I talked to my kids 2 years ago, and they was living with an uncle who's a known pedophile. They all right. He changed. I can't cope. I can't cope. I ain't want these kids. I ain't asked to have kids. I ain't even think I could have them. All the shit I did. I thought my womb was so diseased I couldn't have one. She'll tell you. Mind you, she got 18 kids. Dang, 18 times? God really loves you, don't he? You know what I know? Is that women with that many kids that don't care and they keep getting snatched away, God is only allowing you to have those kids to bless them. It's not you. You're just a vehicle. And maybe that's what she knew. Shaitan came to her while she was getting high and told her the only reason why you having all these kids is because God gonna make one of them a superstar. Well, all of them, they all gonna leave you behind, and then ain't nobody never gonna remember your name. It's almost going to be like you were born in a test tube. Test tube, baby. I mean, everybody was calling you a trick baby. When they calling you a trick baby? 1%. Remember when they all laughed at you and called you a trick baby? And you tell your mom that, they lying! They lying! Crackhead scream. Your mama had to do what she had to do. I'm sick. I can't. I love you. Click. Never hear from them again. If you hear from them again, either she in the hospital, she deceased, she in the hospital about to be deceased, or you find out she's deceased. It ain't. Listen. It ain't. What you think that the outcome is going to be? Beat down, bust down, crackhead. That 20 years from now, you ain't gonna get your life together. You still gonna be smoking crack, and one day you wake up and you gonna hit the lottery, and your life gonna change. What do they think? Do you know that these people want to die? Watch that show called Zombieland. When you go up to them fiends, whenever the hosts go up to them, I talk to them. Shit, it ain't nowhere but K&A. Shit, they'll tell you, I want to die. You know what I told the bull? Why don't you just walk out in the middle of the street, though? So you don't really want to die. You just want sympathy now, don't you? He got up and he walked away from me. Because that's the truth. You want sympathy. Because when I told you to do it, you didn't, did you? The gaslighting don't work on me. I told you I'm the child of, I'm the product of. I don't give a fuck about you. I'm a bid on you, yo. Because Simone can't. Millions of us are helping her help you. Listen, I even suggested in another social media site. You know I'm sarcastic. I'm in my evil state. Listen, the Bible said there's a time to love and a time to hate. Israel and Palestine, anybody? These motherfuckers is my Palestine. Are you kidding me? I ain't gonna stop talking about them until they deceased. Just like they did me. Just like Israel saying Palestine is coming against them since when? Said that they've been they ops since the uncircumcised Philistine. God said he hates who I hate. You go in talking about this God of love all you want to. God of war is coming soon. He want to see people who standing on business. I said what I said about you. Now he gonna clean up my speech one day. He gonna clean up my speech. But I'm coming at your ass. Because the children of the unwanted are going to speak. This is One Way Monet 808. Hey, baby, with the dollar sign. I'm always going to have a dollar sign behind my name. In front of my name, underneath of my name, over top of my name, and then the devil in hell can change the game, baby. You think you going to change my game? God is only elevating me to break these generational curses. You know what I'm going to say? As a PSA, the bus downs everywhere all over the world, unfit mamas all over the world, leave your kids alone. Go away. But if you choose to stay in your kids' life, just know you caused some psychological and emotional damage to them. Get them some psychological help, please. Even if you won't do it for yourself. Please don't think that what you did to your kids and your inaction and the things that happened to them because you went around to protect them. You're not a protector or a provider in their lives. They don't love you. They don't need you. Don't ever think that they are going to run up to you and say, I love you and I forgive you. You don't deserve forgiveness, God said. You will live. You will hold and live in your own trauma and drama. This is Monet Wild Way. 808 once again with a $. Don't you ever forget this. You will live with your own trauma and drama. I will not hold your bag no more. This how you gonna break the curse, y'all. 1%. Hey, baby, I know you watching. This for you.